Good morning and welcome to our Bird Notes for this Sunday morning. This is Dwight Davis. There was an exhibit at the Chrysler Museum several years ago of great photography from the Virginian pilot. I had a chance to see that, and among the photographs was the front page of the Virginian pilot from, I think it was 1913, which had an article about an eagle attacking a man. I couldn't take down all the particulars, but I do remember that it was a prime example of popular sensationalism and bogus natural history. The article tells of a man attacked by what was identified as a bald eagle with its slashing talons and vicious beak. The pitched battle went on for some 10 minutes. Fortunately, the man survived the savage attack, caused, it was surmised by the writer, by the bird being hungry. There's probably a small grain of truth in here somewhere. The eagle perhaps flew close to the man, maybe making contact, in defense of its nest. Beyond that, I don't buy it. These stories have been around for years. We humans like to tell stories, and we like to exaggerate. Think of dragons, for example. Giant birds are good fodder for tall tales, too, eagles especially, owing to their impressive bearing. Perhaps it started with the Greeks. Aegina, the daughter of the river god Aesopus, was supposedly carried off by Zeus, who had taken the form of an eagle. There are many stories of eagles carrying off humans, none substantiated. That story is right up there with the flying reindeer and the hoop snake taking its tail in its mouth and rolling down a hill. Many of these stories seem to come from the 19th and early 20th centuries. For example, in 1898, a farmer in Crawford County, Pennsylvania, captured and caged a giant bird. According to those who saw it, the bird stood between 1 and 2 meters in height and possessed a wingspan of over 5 meters. The farmer assumed the bird was a condor, but it was far greater in size, and its coloration did not match those birds. This may have been the only big bird specimen ever captured alive in the United States. Unfortunately, please note, the final disposition of the bird remains unknown. In April 1948, Clyde Smith, his wife, and a friend, Les Bacon, spied a giant bird over Overland, Illinois. They had at first thought it to be a low-flying airplane until it flapped its wings. Several other people reported seeing a giant bird in the same area over the next couple of weeks. And on July 25, 1977, 10-year-old Marlon Lowe was carried off by a giant black or dark-colored bird in Lawndale, Logan County, Illinois. The bird carried Marlon 30 to 40 yards before releasing him. The bird was accompanied by another of its kind, perhaps its mate. And there is a pub in Oxford, England, called the Eagle and the Child. The pub's sign shows an eagle carrying a small child in a fold of cloth, suspended from a claw, which was derived from the crest of the Earl of Derby. The image is said to refer to the story of a noble-born baby having been found in an eagle's nest. Are these large, unidentified birds eagles? What else could they be? Rocks being fictitious. But did they carry off children? No. Though it is on the edge of possibility, a grown golden eagle can lift about 8 pounds. Beyond that, the laws of physics won't let eagles fly off with your children or your dogs. Eagles, golden eagles especially, will attack prey larger than themselves, deer, for example, but they usually stick with rabbits and such. The bald eagle is even more retiring and even less apt to go adventuring after humans, and certainly not as described in that newspaper article. If it's hungry, it'll go after dead fish, not people. And so, despite all the tall tales about eagles carrying off children, it just doesn't happen.